for the $100,000 Midas Golden Challenge. So with the trophy on the left, quite unusual, we have our first match. Real contrast in styles, not only in size, as we look at the Masters champion, winning it in 1978, Frank Ellenberg, 25 years old, from Mesa, Arizona. First shot. Well, a big, powerful strike begins our live telecast from Palatine, Illinois. Ellenberg with the strike, and now 5'6" 29-year-old Butch Soper, Whittier, California.
Butch making his 4th appearance, has 1 win and 3 losses so far this year.
Really giving it the long look at the line, and the match is all even after 1 frame, each bowler.
Chris, to set the stage, we're at 23 and 24 here in Palatine, Illinois. The pair is scoring real well. Before we went on the air, Jim Polis, the 3rd place man, had 15 strikes in a row in the warm-ups, and you can see by that week's average of Soper that they've been knocking a lot of pins down, and we can expect almost all strikes today.
Looking for a double in the lead. A high hit, 3-6-10 on the left lane.
Butch has decided to play the outside line around the first arrow. You'll notice Frank Ellenberg is a little towards the center of the lane. Around the second arrow, it's much slicker in that area. The 3-6-10 across lane, have to watch out. Very slick in the center of these lanes. It's easy to slide by.
So Butch Soper, who won his first title a year ago, the Fairlanes Open, has marked with a spare in the 2nd frame, and now up is 6'5", 215-pound Frank Ellenberg, a strike working, 2nd frame. Just didn't come up, leaving the 2-5-8.
And there we can see the difference in the styles. You can see Ellenberg's ball around the second arrow, just as we explained. But his ball doesn't bite. You see it's very slick in the center of the lanes, almost leaves the dinner bucket, ends up with the 2-5-8. Once again, going across lane, spares have been very tricky this week.
Our production and technical people will do almost anything. Our bunny for tomorrow.
And that'd be quite an Easter egg to find one of those nice bowling balls. Soper leading by 12 pins. Nobody's thrown a double so far in the match. We expected more strikes. Look at Soper moving down, counting the boards to the right. He's going to try even more of an outside angle and play a bigger hook to the pocket.
And it worked. Strike in the 7th frame. Let's go look at a profile of Butch.
5'6", Chris, he gets the speed by using the full approach. He has a real nice swing, but notice at the foul line how he pulls himself off balance just slightly and turns away at the line. We don't recommend that. Soper, a well-practiced player, gets away with it. Right now he's leading by 12. Can increase it to 22, 8th frame.
This is our first game. The winner to meet Jim Polis, the rookie. The initial double of the match, and as Nelson indicated, a 22-pin lead by Soper with a strike up.
Real nice move by Soper there. On the right-hand lane, he threw it slow and let it hook. On the left-hand lane, he did what the pros call stuff it. He just threw a little extra speed straight at the pocket, and it held. It's got Frank Ellenberg in a lot of trouble right now, but Ellenberg still has a strike working, and he is a tough clutch bowler.
Cutting the lead back to 12 pins now.
And he put that 6'5" frame to work that time, Chris. The big extension, the big power. He made that ball set in the pocket. A good trick known by a lot of the older pros is to use that body, stretch forward. The tremendous extension delays the hook a little bit, and he held that ball solid in the pocket. Now he can make a real match of it with a strike here. Crucial 9th frame, trailing by 12, can cut the lead to just 2 pins.
3-year veteran of the armed services, discharged as a sergeant. Here's the shot. Oh, a sweeper. And now, what a match here. Our very first. 2 pins separating Ellenberg and Soper. Soper up.
Ellenberg really showed his power that time, keeping it light. But once again, these players are both tremendous clutch players. Soper made it with a tremendous last game. He needed a strike to make the telecast this week. He also did the same thing in the Firestone 721, beating Billy Walden out. So Soper is not going to fold under the pressure.
Tough break, leaving the 10.
Wow, and what a time to leave the solid 10. He threw a super shot down there, and the bowler's nemesis, a solid 10. The pros leave so many of them these days with the powerful balls we throw. Watch the 6 pin in the right-hand part of your screen, the 2nd pin from the right. Just ignited by that powerful ball, goes to the sideboard, doesn't get the 10. Situation becomes this. Butch Soper is leading by 1 pin. The best he can do is 217. No matter what he does, he can't shut out Frank Ellenberg. Frank Ellenberg still has a possible 226. Ellenberg concentrating, just contemplating. Good tip. Keep your mind on your own game.
Go, the father of 2. Butch Soper.
And wow, is he casual, Chris. That heart had to be beating 100 miles an hour on that shot. That was the key shot. Right now, he needs this strike to force Ellenberg to get 2. Right now, the situation is this. If Soper gets a spare, Ellenberg will need 1 strike to win the match. If Soper gets the next one, Ellenberg would need 2 strikes.
Another 10. This one on the left lane for Butch Soper.
This sets up the situation, Chris. Ellenberg will need 1 strike. Here you see what we call the weak 10. Watch the 6 pin lay down the channel. Not quite the drive on that shot. Soper can finish with a 207 by making this. He will force Ellenberg to get 1 strike.
And Ellenberg is up. Soper has finished with a 207 after leading throughout most of this first match. Now let's see what Ellenberg will do.
A man who won his first title, the Masters, by being in this situation many a time against Earl Anthony, needing 1 strike to win a game. He performed so well in St. Louis, he now needs 1 strike to win his first appearance on national television.
25-year-old bachelor from Mesa, Arizona.
And Frank Ellenberg did what he does best, hit in the clutch and use his power. Went straight through that ball. There was no apple there. What power. Watch this ball rip the 5 right into the 4-7. No doubt about it. And what a way to go. Look at his reaction on the left. There's a 6'5" happy young man who's going to bowl another match.
So for Butch Soper, it's $4,000. Officially finishing 5th in this $100,000 Midas Golden Challenge event in Palatine, Illinois. Powerful finish. We'll have his final score for you